Welcome back to another FUBO video, guys. I know a lot of you guys are holding a lot of shares in FUBO, so I'm going to give you a lot of updates. And FUBO did just release news today. We're going to go over some technical analysis later in the video, but the news is they have a new partnership with BKFC, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. So BKFC is a huge growing sport, and right now the only two places you can watch BKFC is number one, straight through the BKFC app, which costs $8 a month, or you can buy it from watch it on FUBO. So those are the only two places you can buy. You can watch this BKFC, which is a very quickly growing sport that we're going to get into. But then BKFC fight content took off on FUBO's Sports Fast channel, and we couldn't wait to bring the dedicated BKFC network to FUBO's live streaming platform. So they already have tested how the views would do for BKFC. They've done great. Everybody's happy with it. So they did a deal with the CEO, David Feldman, and FUBO has been a great partner for BKFC. And BKFC is going to be a great partner for FUBO because there's a bunch of things to this sport, just like the UFC. So who's the CEO? CEO is David Feldman, and Conor McGregor is actually one of the owners. He has invested a lot of money into this, and a bunch of UFC fighters are coming from the UFC to BKFC for a couple of reasons. One reason is because UFC doesn't pay their fighters very, very well, and even this guy, the CEO, says all of these guys are making way more than the UFC fighters. So this is not like an exhibition sport. They're bringing the best of the best. We can see Eddie Alvarez and Chad Mendes, both are amazing fighters from the UFC that are coming down. Mike Berry, very, very popular fighter. And we can see right here a little chart. From 2019, altogether they had 13 million views. Now they have 277 million views on YouTube. Over 1 million subscribers. There's a lot of hype behind BKFC. And FUBO is going to have a huge benefit off it, since you can only watch it directly from them or from FUBO. So what can we... Oh, I can't even read the full story now. That's a bummer. All right, well, that is the main thing. The CEO used to be a professional fighter. He used to be a professional boxer, so he knows what's going on. He has a lot of hype. He's pretty much the Dana White, the face of the company. And I don't know if I mentioned, watching it on FUBO, you need to get a plan, a bundle. That's what FUBO doesn't like. That's what all the consumers don't like. Is it's starting at $23 Canadian a month. So you can't watch only that. You can watch other things. But they did mention in FUBO News that you can still watch it from... Let me find it right here. You can still watch it for free with the Fast network, and you'll just have to get ads with it. So even in that way, if you watch it for free, FUBO is still going to make money from it with the ads. So it's a win-win, really. That's the main thing I wanted to talk about. And the other thing, if you look at the technical analysis, we had a huge jump. Last video I said I expect this to be $2 by the end of this week, and on Monday it already crossed $2. And we can see it kind of went down. And even today, right now, it's trading below the 50-day moving average, below the 150-day moving average. And this orange line right here is the 200-day moving average, and it is kind of getting below it. So it is not looking very too bullish right now. We have a huge gap at 150 that we could fill. No gap at 130. I don't think we're going to see 130s for a long time. And this company is still very undervalued, in my opinion. And I asked the AI to do a little analysis in FUBO, and it said a couple interesting things. You can see the revenue growth, 33% increase year over year. Company projects 12% growth, which is close to the industry average of 13%. You can also see the price to sales ratio is 0.3, and it said that a lot of other companies in the same sector are trading at more than 1.4 price to sales ratio. But that would also be much larger companies that are in a much better financial position, so we have to keep that in mind. But either way, 0.3 is just a little way too low. And we can see analyst targets. Where can we get the valuation? I believe all the analyst targets are in the $2 range. And we can see one big thing right here. Challenges and opportunities. We can see the subscriber growth. The company is increasing very much, but the subscriber growth is down quarter over quarter. But right now, I think BKFC alone is going to bring them a ton of new subscribers and going to fix that. And their guidance is to have 1.6 million subscribers. They're currently at 1.45 million subscribers, and they will definitely crush that 1.6 by the end of 2024. I'm not worried about it at all. And the one right here, the lawsuit with Venue Sports adds 4 to 5 million per quarter of the company's expenses. Now, keep in mind, the lawsuit is not over. That was only for the Venue Sports, which was supposed to launch, I believe, this or last Friday, which is not launching, and they could appeal again. But Venue would most likely lose. But the thing is, the lawsuit is still going on. They're fighting, so they don't have to bundle things, so they can pay less for their content, and a bunch of other things that the big companies are doing that's anti-competitive. And FUBO is still fighting against that. So they're still losing money from the lawsuits. And yeah, those are the FUBO news right there for you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.